Well, I feel like I've given you guys leeway to use pretty much whatever's on my
yeah.
D&D Beyond, right? Because your characters are underneath my umbrella, so you should be able to use like 7 or 8 different books.
And for example, Spooty use Swashbuckler then?
It's from Sword Coast.
Yeah, I'm not big on Sword Coast, but we'll talk about
Well,
it. I mean,
the only thing bad about Sword
if you
Coast
want to
is
use the, I forget what they're called, the Unearthed Arcanum, right? Because Agrim and Daka both use Unearthed Arcana versions of Rangers.
you have to for Ranger. Else it's useless.
Could just play Rogue Spy or Scout or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I should have done to begin with.
So let's talk about where you guys want to position yourselves on the battle map as the night begins.
Also, don't forget to change your HP, boys. I think APGamingREAL HP is low. It's hard to tell because it's so zoomed out.
I mean,
so I'll leave that.
You can zoom in though.
Yeah.
On
In terms of, I want to stick with Finley. So Finley, wherever you feel like would be appropriate to go. Where you think you can best use your abilities.
Do we know which direction they're coming from? North, south, both?
Well, so the Demon Lord's castle is at the edge. When the sun was up, it's at the edge of the northern plain that you're on. But you guys are deep behind enemy lines. They could come from any direction.
True.
And they have people posted in every direction as well.
What do you think? Maybe one on top of one of these watchtowers? Maybe the northern one?
Is there a particular, like, okay, so the enemy we know of, are they only flying?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't asked anyone what kind of enemies you'll be facing. They have asked you to deal with flying enemies.
I mean, what do you think about going on top of the northern watchtower up here?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Boop.
Okay.
It's been on my there, man.
So there's 2 guys already up there. So with the 2 of you, the watchtower is not completely crowded out. Team Ranger, what are you thinking about?
Could probably stay pretty mobile.
Yeah, well, he said that everybody, like, essentially, there's just every square foot of wall is manned. So, I mean,
yeah. And the highest point we can get to is on top of the church.
So the church is 8 feet tall, so you could go up there.
We got this. Well, the southeastern watchtower is also. I mean,
how easy is it to get down from a watchtower? Because, like, I don't want to spend 3 rounds running across the field.
I assume it's got. Well, he said it's what, they're 10 feet across by 30 feet tall.
Yeah,
so it's got an internal stairwell, I assume. Looking at the windows.
Yep.
Looks like okay.
It's just like a fireman's. You can drop down at pretty good speed.
Yeah. So it'd just be 1 round to go up or down, which is not bad.
Well, it's 30 feet to go down.
I'll probably stick up here until, like, I'm assuming we'll know if people come from the south. There'll be a lot of battle screams and whatever.
Okay.
So that way we can stay kind of centralized with each other. Don't split the party during a war zone.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Now we could focus down up here, and if it's like they are billions, we could focus down up north. Hopefully south holds.
I was gonna ask, is this map from They Are Billions?
No, I made this map.
You did? Oh.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's super shitty. I use Campaign Cartographer 3+.
Not using Flowscape. Come on, son.
I don't even know what Flowscape is.
Google that shit right now. Do it.
Well, anyway, I already had this because I got it with Humble Bundle or something for like $10. Yeah. So, Sun Spirit, stop showing up on stream. Okay. So it was a clear black night. It was a clear white moon. Crescent moon rising. At the edge of your vision, Kelly, you can see just outside of range of all the bowmen, wolves, hundreds of them.
I'll nudge the other guardsman up there and was like, Were there hundreds of wolves the other night that you protected these wolves?
So he dips an arrow in some oil and then uses the torch that's up there to send a quick flaming shot. It goes out halfway to the target, but before it does, it passes over the wolves, and you can see the wolves stand up on 2 feet, their bones twisting, their flesh rending as they become werewolves. First one howls, and then dozens, hundreds, thousands of howls.
It seems we have some thirsty wolves we need to take care of.
If the druid is nearby, I make eye contact.
She's nowhere near you. She's over tending to the coffins and the still wounded who are over in that direction. As you're waiting, first one werewolf leaps over the moat in one go, then another. Dozens are sailing over the moat and slamming their claws into the wall and climbing up. The men at the top are firing bows over, using poles to knock them off, throwing rocks down, but it appears that the battle has begun. There's a scream coming from the potato farm, from right around here, when you hear a shrill shrieking noise, unearthly and ungodly, almost like 1,000 ravens being stabbed to death. And you see a bird creature, almost twice the size of Kelly, flare its wings out, and then some sort of dust begins to settle into the potato field, and all the potatoes immediately turn into liquid and melt into the ground. The creature flares its wings and begins flying over towards Agrim and Daka, and it looks something like this.
We got a harpy.
Not the taters.
I thought you were going to say that the potatoes become werewolves as well. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's totally normal,
it's,
actually.
Oh, it looks like a vulture thing.
Or like a, what do they call them? The Aarakocra?
Aarakocra, the Kinkou.
Yeah.
Or there's one of them that's flat. But either way, we should shoot it.
Let's roll for initiative.
Let's do that.
I'm sure I have an initiative counter.
How high up is this tower?
30 feet. if
30
you're at the
feet.
top.
So this thing is flying 5 feet over the ground right now. It's maintaining a low level.
Trying to keep out of radar range. I understand that.
Trying to
Hey.
keep below the deck. I don't know that demons have a low deck. All they know is that you have to protect your deck.
I look over at Docker and I do that like slow panning in guy at the river nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daka and Agrim, you're
I
up.
do the dude at the computer, just like,
So this guy is not surprised to see you all. The whole ground area that he's at is lit by torches, so he is visible from any distance. But he can't be surprised because he's already in combat.
yeah.
So you can hear men on the walls. It's just like, someone kill it! Someone kill it! It's back! The two of you are up first. What do you want to do?
Move to the edge of the field. Hunter.
Flies into a battlefield, gets surprised by combat.
Use my hunter's mark on it. And then shoot it with a longbow. For 12,
Nice.
which is probably not going to do.
It snatches your arrow out of the air and snaps it in half. It immediately veers toward you, Taka, for daring to try to injure it.
There's nothing else I can do. Horde Breaker doesn't matter in this situation. My single target damage is not great.
Why do you
Agrim?
have Agrim?
It's got a hunter's
Alright.
mark on it, though.
Okay, Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, I'm just start shooting. Alright, so first round 17.
Oh, wait, what happens in the first round of combat? Do we get something for that? Or is it just advantage?
Oh, if you act before it does, you do get advantage on the attack roll.
But we didn't because it showed up first, right?
Yeah,
That's correct.
Anyway, because I got 12 and 12.
A 17 will hit.
Does it? Okay, so I get an extra 1d8 on that because of Gloomstalker bonus shenanigans. So it's an extra 7 damage.
Ooh.
And
Dude,
then,
you're 1 point away from max damage right now.
and then I get and that's just my extra attacks, and now my normal attacks come in. So I get 21 for 13, and then 21 for 5.
As your attacks
You
move
were doing
toward
so
it,
good.
you can see that there's something around its body slowing your crossbow bolts down. And they strike with much less force than they would normally.
Okay. All right, that's my turn.
Your last bolt is basically like a rock that's been thrown at him. Kelly, you are on top of a watchtower.
Mm-hmm.
The sky is very far away from you.
Yeah. How far?
95 feet
huh?
plus your 30 foot up. So that'll work out to be something like 105 feet. Someone with Pythagorean theorem and a calculator can go figure that out for me. But
Well, you said that to get down, there's like a fireman's pole, right?
yes,
So
it'll take him 30 feet of movement to drop.
Okay.
Because he's got to recover at the bottom.
I turn to Finley and I'm just like, well, battle buddy, what are we doing? We going down to take care of this thing?
Finley pulls out sunglasses,
Yeah.
a 1985 original Sony boombox. He hits the track tape. Warren G and Nate Dogg's Regulator starts playing. Well, Kelly, we're gonna regulate.
I mean, God, there's really not much else for us to do, right?
All right. With that in mind, Arthur,
Leap from the tower. You don't even use the fire escape. You want to get in combat quicker, so you fling yourself into the open space.
30 feet would hurt, right?
Yeah, it'll hurt 3d6 much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, thank you.
Yeah,
I will
use
take
the fire escape.
Is
Okay.
Finley big enough to like sit on my shoulders that I can take him with me during this period?
He would have had to already be on your shoulders. You're not gonna be able to carry him down the fire. It's not. People are saying fire escape. It's a fireman's pole, so you're gonna have to, knees and elbows.
Yeah.
I can't like ride on his back.
My belt.
No.
Andre the Giant style,
Nope.
going up the cliffs of insanity. No.
The cliffs of
I can,
insanity. I just referenced that last night, and I found out one of my players had never seen Princess Bride.
That's.
I know. It was so painful to hear.
I've never seen The Princess Bride. So.
What the fuck?
It sounds like you're just trolling. You've probably seen it.
Let's say.
There's a good chance I might have seen it, but I don't recall it. So.
Wow.
I know the movie. I know what it is.
He knows the memes.
You really should not have admitted that, Dave, because you've committed one of the 7 classic blunders. The most well-known of which is this: never start a land war in Asia. But only slightly less well-known is never going against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Scene.
Other random fun fact: the mayor from Stranger Things season 3 is the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Really? He's also the guy from the first Saw movie, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Carrie Elwes is the mayor in Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Sounds like I gotta watch season 3 of Stranger Things, then.
It doesn't look like him at all.
No, he's very old now.
Kelly, you want to dash?
Oh yeah, shit. Let me just. How far am I away now?
Well, you're at the bottom of the tower now.
80 feet. Okay. I think at this point, Arthur, I will. No, I'll dash.
Okay, you move another 30 feet then.
I'm here. What'd I miss?
Henley, what do you want to do?
So I shall also slide down the pole. Boop.
Swoosh. Yep.
And let's see. And luckily,
You actually arrive in this square over here.
I've spent the last 5 years building up a tolerance to iocane powder.
It's
So-
tasteless, odorless, colorless.
I might not have seen the movie, but I know absolutely everything you're referencing. So
That's right.
there you
That's
go.
because you're Australian, and as you know, all Australians are criminals and cannot be trusted. And therefore, I know that you would not choose to drink in front of you.
Oh God.
Right before this battle started, there was an old man and an old lady, and they're like, "What do you think?" And they're like, "No."
It'd take
Yeah.
a miracle.
Take a miracle. Have fun storming the castle. All right, so I'll just dash 25 feet. Boop,
I think you can go up one more than that.
Interesting.
boop.
Daka, what do you got out right now? Bow? Oh yeah, you have a bow because you shot it.
Yep.
All right, so I can go right here. So the creature folds its wings back and begins flying. It's pretty clear that its locomotion is not physics-based. Its wings go as far back as possible. It starts picking up speed. It zooms between Agrima and Daka, and right when it arrives around all of you, it flares its wings out, and a yellow powder begins descending. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw against poison. Some of you will get advantage, mostly Agrim.
Critical success.
Oh shit. Wow. Hey, you guys remember during the lizard fight where 3 of you ended up getting swallowed by lizards, and what would have been a normal fight ended up being a fucking nightmare? All of you are poisoned except for Agrim, which means the following things. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. In addition,
Garbage, huh?
all of you take 5 points of poison damage.
And you said we're at disadvantage on all.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
Jesus Christ.
Does
Okay.
this mean now that we've established that Hunter's Mark is a concentration thing?
Yes, you'll need to make a save right now. Versus 10. You're good. You
Wow,
can...
what was that save?
Wait, is this save disadvantage now?
No.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
I'll let you know when saving throws are at disadvantage, and when that happens, you're really fucked.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, oh, this is really bad.
Let's see here.
It attacked me. It did damage, so it's
It
gonna
did.
get fucking
Very well.
hellburstered.
At the beginning of your turn, you will continue to take a d10 damage every turn. You can repeat this saving throw at the start of every turn, ending the effect on a success. Kelly, you have some religious knowledge now. You personally know that if you were to pour a vial of holy water on these these abyssal pollens, they would shrivel up and die, and you would free yourself of the poison and its effect.
Dex save.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
Fucking God.
Jesus Christ.
Keep going.
So I get,
You can do 30 damage with that thing
Yep, it's
Yeah.
10 at my level.
at level 1.
No,
Oh my God.
it's
Yeah,
D-
well, he's got the tiefling one is what,
22.
a fixed level,
Okay.
isn't it?
just take half.
okay, so what happens is you hellish rebuke him, and as your purple smoke envelops him, he takes almost no damage. Your flames mean almost nothing to him. It
Oh, it's
kind of
fire
begins
damage.
chuckling, like... And then, Daka, slightly more horrifyingly, you hear the same chuckling, not just out loud, but in your mind.
Mm.
That's when it takes a step in towards you. And ends its turn. Daka, at the start of your turn, you take d10 poison damage.
Is it a con check again?
Yes, you make another con check at the end of your turn. So you take 10 points of poison damage. You'll need to make another Constitution saving throw. Where it says 10.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Out of 5.
Hunter's mark fails.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Cry.
Put Hunter's mark back on him.
Okay. You snap Hunter's mark back onto the creature.
Wait. Can I... Hunter's mark is a spell. It's a bonus action, but it's still a spell. Can I use a cantrip in the same turn?
Yes.
Sick. Okay.
As long as that cantrip is not a bonus action as well.
No, that's an action.
Okay.
And I'll just like throw my bow over my shoulder because it seems like physical damage isn't doing much. And vape blast this dude.
Vape blasting.
Oh, sorry. 16?
16 will hit.
For 8 force damage.
It fully goes through.
Fuck yeah, it does.
The one thing I have to note is that you make this roll at disadvantage, so you actually have to roll again.
Right.
Yep. Nope, it goes through. 8 damage. Yep.
And then
I say
my
6.
Hunter's mark damage will go off. For an extra 2 magic damage.
Indeed, indeed. You blast this creature, it throws its hands up, seems shocked, and then it screeches again. Ah! Hey, Grim.
I just continue blowing smoke in its face.
Right. Yeah.
It's like you're playing a fake game with your Nintendo DS and need to get the steam off of your new wife.
Blow harder. Get rid of that steam.
I gotta tell you, the first 3 times it happened, I had no idea what the fuck to do. It was just like blowing on the screen. Finally, I figured out you have to blow into the mic. So dumb. So dumb.
There was a Zelda puzzle once with the DS where it's like, how do you fucking solve this? They want you to close the lid onto itself and then open it back up.
What? Sometimes they get too clever.
It had like a stamp or something, and in order to like, you had to like, fold it over. It was silly. It was real dumb. It took me a very long time to work out how to do that.
Ever since Metal Gear, when you had to switch the port that the controller's plugged into.
Snake, you have to move the controller to the port 2. Snake, if you want to contact me by codec, my frequency is on the back of the game case. Look at the game case, Snake.
Both these rolls are hot garbage.
Yeah, I mean, with your first roll, you stand the risk of snapping your crossbow's stock next time you fire and get a 1.
I'm gonna have to find out who made all of our weapons because they fucking suck at their job.
I'm more proficient at being a weapon.
I've literally got a rifle that I could beat someone to death with, and it wouldn't take any damage, and yet firing, whatever, and it's like, oh, it cracks. It's like, we're gonna have words with this weaponsmith.
It's the world. Who knows? It's crazy land. Yeah, you fired 2 sets. Even though this creature isn't looking at you, every time it just ducks out of the way of your attacks. Kelly, there's some supernatural shit going on, and you end up taking 5 points of poison damage.
All right, I'm gonna crack one of those vials into my mouth.
So you have to pour it around yourself, actually.
I'll pour it on myself then.
You douse yourself in holy water. I want to remind you that holy water is technically oil-based. So
Yeah,
you're feeling a little flammable right now.
I'm fucking glistening, boy.
You start like, oh, just gotta get it in my beard real quick.
Hey, on the bright side, it'd be really hard to
work it into my abs.
Anytime the camera points at Kelly, it's like Vaseline screen.
Yeah.
Oil me up.
Soft focus.
Lens flare.
He's like Phoebe Cates coming out of a pool in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Slow motion.
All right. So, Arthur,
Yeah.
knowing what I know about flame and how retarded these things are, to that, I'm going to pull out my glaive.
I didn't even know you had a fucking glaive, dog.
Yeah, he's had it for a while.
Is this on your character sheet?
Glaive. Yes, it is.
I know you had a warhammer because you used it before several times, famously.
I've never used the glaive before, but I've always had it with me. Remember we fought the dog dude the dog kobold
Yeah.
outside of the salt mines, and he
Yeah.
had a glaive. I took that shit from him. And I've
I
had
want
it
to
with me
point
since
out
then.
to you very quickly that kobolds are small, so this glaive is half the size of a normal glaive.
No, this wasn't the kobold. This was like the big dog thing that was outside of the salt mine.
Oh, bugbears
yeah.
then, probably something like that. Okay.
It was something like that, and he tried to talk to us, and he tried to rob us and stuff, and we were like, no, fuck
Yep.
that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you have a glaive. You pull it out.
Fucking glaive. Yeah.
The glaive your aunt bought you 5 years ago as a birthday present.
If this is a TV show, everyone would be confused as to where this glaive came from, and then
Came
like
from the
one guy
first
in the forums
episode?
is gonna be like, "Look on the wiki. It was in episode 5. You can see the continuity from the beginning of the season."
Yeah. That's it.
That
That's
guy is
me.
actually probably me. Now that I think about it.
So, and then I'm going to use a bonus action,
Yeah.
and I'm going to use the spell. Is it? Okay, Divine Favor.
Which does
Adds 1d4 radiant damage to all my weapon attacks.
you son of a bitch.
And I'm gonna go in. Now, glaives don't have reach, do they? They do, right?
They
Yeah,
should.
they're pole arms.
So,
so
the rest of you watch as Kelly pulls out a vial of holy water and begins pouring it on himself. And those weird yellow pustule pollens that landed on him suddenly just and pop.
Yeah.
He immediately seems like he's doing a lot better.
Mm-hmm. And
Unfortunately, I
now
think he's
I'm
holding
going-
all of the holy water.
I think so. Yeah. And now I
Action
glaive
surge?
him in. So it was an action to use the thing.
To pull out and use holy water as an action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, why not? I'll use an action surge.
Hot Blooded starts playing. Hot Blooded. See.
Got a fever of 103.
Look, if you have a fever of 103, you need to fucking strap yourself to a bed in an ice machine.
Now, remind me, the War Priest that I have right now, it's like I can use it to reduce attacks and stuff on me, right? That's what we decided?
Let me go look at it.
It was for a full turn, I get resistances on all attacks or whatever.
Time to main. We're using the final version, which is at first level you pull alternate outcomes as a bonus action. You prepare yourself against the next turn. So the next turn you get resistance against the next attack. I think it's against the entire turn's attack. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I'll do first is I'll attack with my glaive for 23. And then 1d4 radiant on top. So 13. And then I will so Kelly will do the because no one's seen him do this thing yet. So basically the same Kelly that came from before, I guess, right? The cleric of Whirlwind, and probably another Kelly, like I don't know, some sort of like really like thin version of Kelly, and like a scout with like leathers and like daggers all over him will sort of come out and just sort of like stand next to him in a ready formation, basically. And it's like silvery, sort of like almost not there. Like you might have to like, if you like look at the corner of your eye, you kind of see something and then you try and look at it and it's not really there, sort of thing. So
Your glaive slows as it approaches him. And when you go to hit him, it's like you're hitting jelly. Your radiant deals full damage, but full of 1 is still 1. Finley.
Did I feel the glaive hit at all? Or...
Oh yeah, yes. He definitely took damage, but it's like you're hitting something through jello.
Mm-hmm.
Reality warps around this creature, preventing it from taking full damage from non-magical weapons.
I wish I had the serpent still.
Can I like? Oh, I gotta subtract. Can I like rub myself like a cat up against Kelly to get some of that holy water?
No, but you could reach into his backpack and pull one of the holy waters out.
Ponytail and you bring it out.
Yeah.
Just like jump and grab onto it.
Oh, that reminds me. You take a D10 worth of damage at the start of your turn.
Slide between my abs and just gather some oil.
5 points of damage.
5 more.
Yep.
Okay. That's down to 26. That's fine. He says with confidence.
You've been pretty consistent with that fucking damage there, Arthur.
Yeah, I mean, do you care if I do that, Dave? Just grab a holy...
No, please take the we only got 2 holy waters.
You reach into the bag and Gygax helps pull a holy water out for you.
Maybe I only need to use... Do I only need to use half the bottle since it's small?
You still need to use all. Look, if you can give a regular sized potion to a Tyrannosaurus Rex, magical shit does not require prescription size. You must always use the entire bottle.
Okay.
No, he gets out the Freddie Flintstone kid.
Yeah.
Hands it to
Does this holy water come in
Can't
gummy?
get the lid off, so you have to. It's a childproof lid, so you have to do it for him.
Yeah. He's like, Kelly, and as I finish attacking him, I just sort of like reach over and just unscrew it with my other hand.
I'm not saying Finley's a trap master, but I'm pretty sure he could defeat a childproof lock.
All right. Well, I'm gonna then. That'll. I guess that's my action then, right?
Yes. So you move over. You still have a bonus action if you have anything you want to use. So you could like dash or something.
Yeah, I could, but I'm gonna
maybe so that in case he does the things again, maybe step back a bit further or something and use ranged attacks on him. Maybe I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. So I will bop back over here.
Yep.
Also, when you get to level 7, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to be impossible to kill.
Yep, that's what I'm banking on. I want to hit level 7, and then I might pick up another class.
What happens at level 7 that I should know about?
I become impossible to kill.
Yeah, you on
Challenge
any dexterity saving throw
accepted.
stuff. If he succeeds, he takes no damage, and if he fails, he only takes half damage.
That doesn't make you impossible to kill.
It makes me impossible to kill.
There are a bunch of things that don't target dexterity, like being stabbed to death.
Look, man, impossible to kill. Okay,
Yeah.
he just slides. He becomes awesome. Okay, he takes the stormlight from inside his belly.
The
just
stormlight? I'm so glad you read that.
Come across the body of a dead halfling with "impossible to kill" tattooed on his torso.
No regrets is on his hands.
It's like that story I
on his
read.
forehead.
That comic that someone, I think I posted it or something like that. Is like, yes, the dragon that killed my wife. I killed it with the same sword that he used to kill my wife, and then like has on his gravestone, killed by a goblin.
Yeah. What's your AC, Daka?
16 now. Yep, 16.
It would seem then that I miss. It leaps towards you. Daka goes "Rhea!" and opens its mouth and tries to like beak you. You have to like dash backwards to get out of the way.
It just gets a beak full of smoke.
As that happens, it comes up with a claw, but it's telegraphed so hard that you easily sidestep it. You look at its wings, and it does not appear to have another load of pollen ready to go.
Sweet.
Daka, you take a d10 worth of damage at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah. Hit me with it.
4 points.
Hey,
I'll
that's the
hit you.
best one yet.
For some reason,
Yeah.
I thought this would be an audio track full of swords clanging together to represent the battle going around you, and it is definitely not that.
You can't layer music in Roll20?
I'm sure you can, but
It was like some
it's called Clash of Kings, and I thought it was the one specific track that is literally just like the sound of horses and fighting, but it's not that track. So
Well, second verse name was the first. Doing some Eldritch blasting.
Absolutely.
Do it. Slide in there. Oh,
A 10 will
dang.
not hit. You go to Eldritch Blast him, and he steps aside as you see the beam coming, and the beam physically curves away from him.
All right.
Interesting.
Agram,
All right,
you're good.
I'm gonna give me some Hunter's Mark going, because why not? And start shooting.
Very good.
All right, let's see. Oof.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, let me give you some.
I have good news for you, friend.
Yeah.
With Hunter's Mark, your magic is now is magical.
Okay. Cool. So, and then what I get double Hunter's Mark
That's
too, right?
24, 30 points of damage.
Okay, and that I get second shot. And does not hit.
No.
Still better than the other ones, though. So I'll take it.
You fire off this crossbow at point blank range. You hit him in the back. He's just like, ah!
These are my swearing bolts.
Are they like screaming arrows, but they swear?
Yeah, we've noticed they're like the
Is it the dual kind? The shit?
fuck you, and then miss. It's like shit.
Arthur, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
The flame tongue longsword, is
Yes.
it magical when it's not like a light? Because it says it's a magical sword,
Yes,
has a command word.
that's
where
correct. It doesn't need to be lit. I want to be clear. He's not immune to fire. He's just resistant to fire.
So it takes half damage from fire.
Yeah, I was really confused as to why you weren't using that sword.
I mean, even if you only took
Oh.
half damage, that's still a fuck. You've seen how much damage that thing does.
Well, in that case, I'll probably swap to that sword.
Yeah.
Likely.
You drop the glaive.
I
you
honestly, yeah, I honestly thought for some reason in my mind it was like healing itself from fire or some
No.
shit.
No, they just.
if it
anything that's-
did, then Daka's in
Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke would have been very funny.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, because he did the hellish rebuke, and
Right.
it did nothing. and
Well,
did
as I
21.
mentioned, it dealt a quarter damage. I didn't specifically say a quarter damage, but it dealt greatly, vastly reduced damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
Extra
because you.
Well,
Might be,
because
might be.
Oh.
You drop the
Okay.
glaive in the ground. You whip out your flaming long sword. You light it in the night, and everybody nearby is just like, "It's a magic weapon! He's got a magic weapon! It's super cool!" You can see some guy's about to get eaten by a werewolf. He's like holding the jaws open. He looks over. He's like, "That's so cool!"
And the werewolf's like, because his mouth is open, being held. Yeah, you get the joke. I'm gonna slide into his DMs real quick, Arthur.
Oh boy. If anyone's ever seen the you aren't actually gonna DM me. You just mean you're doing that. You go to slash this guy with your flame tongue longsword, and he catches it
Wow.
between two claws. Ching. And he holds
That
it there
is-
for a moment against your grip.
Man, if you would have hit him, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it would have been pretty
Yeah.
bad.
That's maximum damage right there from that sword.
Mhm.
That's 8
On a non-critical. God, a
Yeah.
non-critical does 25, though. It's crazy.
You hear a voice in your mind, Kelly. It says, "You're weak. Small, tired creature."
I worked hard for these gains.
I
Yeah.
will take them from you.
That's okay. When we find the crystal, I'll do the Dwarven Barbarian. We'll form the Brute Squad and we'll go. We've no problem.
You are the Brute Squad.
Yeah.
You can-
Here's the
you can-
brute spot.
You can yeet the dwarf, and then he'll just scream as he's swinging a fuck you jacks. It's problem solved. It'll be good.
He'll be so heavy, Arthur. I could yeet him, grab him, and then be Thored with him, like the hammer.
It sounds like you have a very special relationship with that creature.
We'll tie the dwarf to the end of your glaive. You swing the glaive, and the dwarf is swinging while it's a whole.
That is
Yeah.
that is as
5 foot
dumb an
reach.
idea as gun blades from Final Fantasy VIII. It is a gun that doesn't fire bullets.
Gosh, it's like, is it a gun at that point?
Fires blades. Come on now.
In Final Fantasy
okay.
14, there is that guy that fires blades at people.
I
You haven't
will
seen it?
use,
He's got a golf cart full of swords, and it shoots them up over him and rains them onto the battlefield. It's so dumb.
I need to post a picture of the sword dragon that it doesn't breathe fire; it breathes sword. I'll see if I can find it.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll post it.
It's from It's from the Swords comic, right?
I think so. Yeah, I don't remember where I saw it, but
I'm gonna bonus win, Arthur.
Yep. Second win, do you mean?
Second win. Sorry,
Yeah,
what I call
okay.
it? Bonus win.
Yeah, bonus win.
Bonus win. Okay, 1d10 plus 4.
The name's Wind. Bonus win. Oh, that's a pretty good
the
bonus
name's
win.
Wind. Bonus. Wind.
I only needed 10, so yeah.
Well,
Cool.
you know what they say.
I give 4 HP to Finley.
You get more NP gain when you
Yay.
overheal, you know, so. It's a fake joke. Don't worry
I
about
turned that 4 XP into bonus XP for myself.
it. Finley, you're ducked up under the palisade. You can see people fighting above you. Some blood drips down between the planks.
I'm close enough to shoot at him, though, right?
Yes.
All right, I will do just that.
I posted it to the New Game Plus Discord channel.
Attack. 24.
It solidly hits. The
And I
arrow
roll-
slows during approach.
3d6 for my sneaky sneak.
Yeah, that's the Swords comic, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll 3d6. There we go. So 19.
Okay, half.
Half, yeah. So what is that?
9.
9.
9?
9! Yeah.
9.
All right. It's time to spread some terror.
Or as in Poland, Zeszym, 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 Zeszym.
Yeah, it doesn't have quite the same
Sounds so
effect,
much
but-
worse than Polish, I have to be honest. Look, I'm not saying everything's worse than Polish, but that specific word definitely is. Daka.
What?
This guy lands on the ground in front of you now and goes for another beaky beak attack. 16 is your AC.
It is.
He hits you for 12 points of damage. It like bites into your cheek and rips a little bit of flesh out. Some blood comes with it. It's extra painful. Followed by the talon that hits you in the side of your neck. Oh, this is pretty rare. 2d10.
Damn.
I'm dead.
Roll is garbage. 11 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
You fall. The creature, like a professional wrestler, stands on top of your body and celebrates your death. As you go down, Daka, you face towards the southern wall, and you can see the druid there, like chanting and holding off a werewolf that has leaped over the top of the wall. And she looks over and sees you, and then turns away as you lose consciousness. It's your turn. I'm going to need you to make a death saving throw. The doom of man. All right, no, you're good.
Pass.
Igrim.
Cool. We shooting.
Very well.
When in
Yeah.
doubt, more Daka.
I made a mistake last time I hit him. I should have done the goading attack.
Does a 19 hit him?
It does indeed.
Okay. So there's Hunter Smart. And
Okay,
then
13.
Second shot, 15.
Will also hit.
Oh, does it? Oh, shit. I'll
guess
take it.
15.
He is forced to his knees by your first shot. The second shot slices through his head out the far side, and he collapses over top of Daka.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got some healing potions, so
I mean, well, yeah. Do you want to use a potion, or do you want me to slap him with a cure wounds?
Probably save your spells.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, save your spells. I have a potion as well, so.
I love that the three of you are standing over Daka's body. There are people stabbing werewolves to death, and you guys are just like,
use
should
one
we?
of our resources
we
or
bu-
one of our magical resources?
Exactly.
I mean, it's going to be a prolonged fight. You know, we got to plan this shit out. But yeah, however we want to get him up, let's get him up.
let's do a 2d4 plus 2 for now.
So a regular potion.
Yeah.
All right, you tilt his head back and pour into his mouth a potion.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Daka, you suddenly come awake. Someone is pouring liquid into your mouth. You get up. I need everyone to roll initiative as behind the druid.
I'm holding him and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm so oily.
No, it's fine. You smell great.
Behind the druid, all of the coffins suddenly erupt, and sawing off their skin, the dead men's bones rise, clawing their way out of their own bodies.
Interesting.
People nearby begin screaming in terror. Some men jump off of the walls and flee into the moat.
That's like a 24
People
though.
routing up in this
I
bitch.
guess I did just die.
Wasn't the moat bubbling?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, they jump into the moat, boil, and then the skeleton climbs up. It's like, oh, hey.
Got that gross skin off.
Finally.
That weird fleshy substance. Oh.
It's like that picture, fuck off, short, you fiery son of a bitch. It was just flesh.
Oh, that's pretty good. What are we missing?
The skeletons are like sentient soup that grow that like skin over time.
Please add that to the list, the track list. Sentient soup. Let's just put this. Look, man. By time, like we're just adding it. We gotta get. God.
Hey, Graham, you're up first. These enemies have not acted yet.
Cool. All right. Let's see.
They're a considerable distance from you.
I'm 11.
Yeah, I can only see. Well, no, I can get there because I get on my first round of movement. I get an extra 10 feet of movement. It's part of Gloomstalker. So I've got 40 feet of effective movement essentially. Now, when all these potatoes went all whatever, I mean, is this? Yeah. So I assume this whole thing is now just.
It's a 40-foot circular
mud.
patch in the middle of it, so not all of them are gobbledygooked.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to like get myself stuck in some mud.
There's not. No, everything melted into the ground, so there's not like anything openly there. It's just a whole circle of mud.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna move.
I feel like a farmer waking up in the morning and being like, "There's crop circle out in my crop. Aliens.
Okay, that was 40 feet. All right,
Must have been aliens. The government."
The government done took my taters. All right, no, all right, I'm gonna shoot.
No one's taters are good enough for the government to take them.
We've had some pretty good taters before, though. I don't know about that.
Well, I was gonna drop some random potato knowledge, but I said enough to it. All right, 21. I'm shooting that first guy right there in the corner. Was 21 him? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Guy's got fucking 4 swords, man.
All right.
Crossbow is piercing. Okay.
Yeah, and then I get another one. 16.
Yep. He shatters.
Okay. So I've still got one more. So I think I'm still in range of
Holding the initiative order.
say the guy behind him. Shoot him. 26 for 11.
This motherfucker just firing repeatedly. Yeah.
Hey man, that's what
He
I
gets
got.
shot as well. You land another bolt. Several of his ribs crack.
All right, that's me.
They-
This is the first time I've actually used the extra 10 feet of movement. I've had it since level 3. It's the
Rough life.
first time I've ever used it because I always fucking forget about it.
The whole line of skeletons immediately charge at Agrum.
Shit.
No shits given. Kelly, you're watching as Agrum suddenly becomes meat special to a bunch of, like, you can see that the
Meat
oils,
special.
the oils and blood and even some sinews left on these things is slowly just dripping off them as they literally leave fully intact but clawed apart corpses behind.
Mm.
Like the bottom half, like their backs are all perfectly fine. It's their fronts as the skeleton pulled itself out.
It's like you popped open like a tamale or something.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
absolutely fucking disgusting.
Is it horrible? The first thing I thought about when all these skeletons popped up was Army of Darkness.
What do you want to do, Kelly?
I'm thinking.
Doc is injured.
Yeah.
Finley's in the middle of nowhere. Who knows if a werewolf might eat Finley at some point?
My initiative is 11, by the way.
I'm impossible to kill.
Did you?
Your initiative is 11?
Yeah.
Okay,
can
well, you
change
can also act now.
Yeah. Well, you can also just manually change it in the future. You just click it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a larger grid. Fuck. I thought I was.
So this is just mud, yeah? Nothing special
Yeah.
about
no,
it?
it's special.
due to the size of the grid, I was like, oh fuck, these guys are about to get fairy fired to shit. But because like it's usually about that size on a normal grid space.
I'm going to, I guess, I'll just Sacred Flame one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you could fairy fire a whole bunch of dudes.
I could.
You can horde breaker a bunch of dudes too.
I could as well.
Just this one here in the middle.
Okay.
Is that the
Yeah.
guy you hit before?
No, I hit.
No, he hit this guy.
I hit the corner
Alright,
guy.
then I'll hit that guy.
Okay, well... Yeah. He saves.
Alright.
No damage.
I think no damage.
You fire a radiant bolt at him, it catches him full in the face. He shakes his head for a moment and then charges still directly towards Agrim.
Do I have to hit? Okay, so is it? Hang on, I just want to real quickly just make sure of something.
For what ability?
Okay, it's weapon attack. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. I have to use a weapon attack to get it. So.
I think we can all agree, by the way, that the greatest skeleton in history is definitely Jeffrey Rush as the bad guy captain in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Can you
Why do you
name a
say
better
Caribbean?
skeleton than that guy?
Skeletor.
Really? Skeletor? Skeletor is the...
Mostly the memes.
I'll get you next time, He-Man.
Skeletor is the Starscream of the He-Man universe.
Oh my God.
He's never going to be the best at anything.
What about?
I love that
what about-
Starscream became Emperor for like 10 seconds, and then Ultron or something showed up and was like, "What's up, bitch? I'm the
Yeah,
king now."
He was in charge for all 5 seconds and still managed to fuck it up.
What about Mr. Bones?
I don't know who that is.
Mr. Bones Wild Ride.
Yeah.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
All right,
All right,
what are we doing here, Daka?
We are bonus actioning
Ooh,
Thorns.
I don't know. Some Spirit said Jack Skellington. That's a pretty good one.
That was a good one. Hail of Thornsing, and then we're gonna shoot one of these dudes.
Okay, so you're gonna hit the dude above and below him then as well if this hits.
If this hits here.
Yep, let's do it.
12.
12 will not hit.
All right, then I'm moving down, horde breakering the next in line.
Okay.
13.
Yes.
Sick.
9 points of damage to the target.
Minerva level.
Yay. And then we'll Hail of Thorns this.
Well, I kind of assumed when he popped up a block of like 30 of these motherfuckers that it wasn't going to be too terribly high.
It's a dex save for 11.
Yep, so 7. Is it half damage?
Yeah.
I think so.
So half damage on a 7 is 3. And 7. Yeah, you managed to get a good burst off as like purple thorns scatter among these skeletons, and they're like, ah.
Yep, and those are my 2 attacks.
Finley.
Finley for money.
Finley for money.
Yeah, like private dancing.
Finley. Don't you put out
the
that
best thing I
red
thought
light.
was like those little pamphlets you get at Las Vegas, you know.
I don't know that I'm in range, am I?
Well, your biggest thing is your vision.
My vision, yeah.
That's your biggest
There's
limiting
torches everywhere on the ground.
there-
And I'm holding
Okay.
a fucking. I'm holding a
Flaming longsword.
All right, well then
It
I'll
sheds
just,
light
like,
20 feet.
All right, I'll.
I thought it was 40.
I'll
Yeah, it's 40 feet.
So did it? I think it does 20 feet and then another 20 of dim, or am I wrong? I haven't read it
These
in a
flames shed 40 foot radius and dim light for an additional 40. So it's actually
while. Okay,
80.
40 and 40. Okay.
It's fucking super bright. That's like a supernova torch.
Who you shooting,
Good
Finley?
This guy right up here in the front row.
Okay, it hits.
All right, that's all I can do.
Agrim.
Good hit.
So,
Thanks.
because I so rarely do 2-weapon. If I were to draw my weapons, if with 2-weapon fighting, because I have an extra attack in martial, right? As being a martial class, I would get 2 main hand attacks, and the offhand attack is a bonus action attack.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to double check that. Okay.
Just gotta do that Riddick thing where you stand and turn.
They
in
do
a
the
corner
circle?
very quickly.
No.
And another week goes by
where he makes the same fucking Karambit reference. Yeah.
Go watch it. It's just so dumb. I can't forget the scene ever.
Oh, I don't care though. It's fucking. I love.
You got this space up here. I think it is like the space where like art and stuff happens.
Yeah.
Please just have a button that plays that GIF every time you reference it.
What's even better is you called it a GIF.
Yeah.
All right, I'm shooting this guy.
I love that Spootnik is a survivor of the GIF wars of 97.
19. I'm assuming a 19 hits him.
Yes.
Okay, and I think I've hit him.
Which one are you shooting at?
The same guy. This
Top
guy.
left? Yep, he's dead.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot.
Sanka, you dead, man?
Shoot at this guy then, because I'm the second attack.
Okay.
18 for 11.
He is dead as well.
Awesome. And then I'm going to, as I'm reloading, I'm going to take a step back just so I'm not completely exposed.
Yeah. I'll actually take a step close, one step closer to me.
Thanks for that sub.
Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime!
Which Prime?
You know, you can subscribe today with Witch Prime by contacting your local Parapsychonormal. Now, I feel like I really could have gone with that, but got stuck midway through. My bad. All right, so instead I'm going to eat Agrim with skeletons.
Well, the first one that attacks him, I attack him first.
I go 30 feet. That's 35.
Okay, I can't attack that one. But I can attack
I'm
one
working
on,
on it, buddy. I'm working on it. You'll get there. You'll actually get a attack as this guy moves past you first. If you want to use your reaction.
I will.
I mean, you won't be able to use your reaction for a different attack, but yeah, you just slice this guy in half as he goes past you. He's just, and you just cut him off. The legs keep running for a moment and then collapse.
So it is like Army of Darkness. Okay, this is fun. Where's the Cadillac at?
And more just pile in.
Man, too bad you couldn't use your time powers to get more reactions.
Yeah, right?
More just pile in. Oh god.
That's what I wanted. I wanted that time power to do that.
I'm having Saturday flashbacks.
I didn't get to pile in near enough, buddy.
Yeah, no, you guys just, the dice just screwed you on some.
I mean, it wasn't just the dice. My strategy wasn't great. I gave you guys a huge disadvantage, but also the dice. Don't get me wrong. The dice were horrible. Failing 2d6, failing to get a 9 twice in a row is really bad. I mean, that's like a better than 50% chance I should have hit that. Okay, so, Kelly, note, the 4 that are surrounding you on your side had to dash to get where they are, so they're not attacking you. Instead, 7 are attacking Agrim.
Okay, so which ones, can you just mark which ones are attacking me and which ones are
None are attacking you. None can attack
which
you.
one's in the middle? Okay, so this guy.
They are attacking Agrim.
Roger, okay.
And
Good luck, sir.
You can't attack back because you're... Whatchamacallit's been used. What's your AC, Agrim? I guess I could check on D&D Beyond. Where were these hot rolls Saturday, motherfucker? What are you doing, 20s? Where were you when I needed a goddamn double 6 on a charge roll?
My D&D Beyond might not be.
It's okay. It's a 20, 24, and 24 to hit. So there's a 20 almost certainly hits you because
Well,
you
yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, so you take 5d6 plus 6 damage.
Ow.
Don't you have like a shield?
Animated shield.
He
yeah.
has to set it out first, and you take 28 points of damage as these skeletons surround you and begin beating you with their short swords. To be clear, they're not slashing you; they're using the weight of the swords to hit you like they're a club.
Oh, so like a bunch of bitches, got it.
They're unintelligent skeletons, not master swordsmen.
Definitely special.
I mean, I'm sure 28 points of damage is like 1/10 of your health at this point.
No.
I like the idea that there are all these skeletons like grouping up. It's like, okay, non-lethal damage, right? That's what we agreed.
I just imagine they're just hitting me. I'm like, ow, stop it. Fucking, why? Stop. Why, you assholes? Stop.
Kelly, your turn comes back around. You're surrounded by skeletons. You could see very small passages through the gaps, but there's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 guys surrounding you and Agrim.
I'll knock down this guy in the middle here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we want to try and close? Well,
Tag team back again. Yep, you knock that guy down in the middle. You hit him once and he collapses.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really satisfying bone pile falling noise. You know, like.
it's like dumping out a thing of Lincoln Logs or something.
Oh yeah, it definitely sounds like that.
Do you want to move?
Do I want to move?
I love the idea you're having this conversation with
If you
character.
would like me to move, I'm.
The skeletons are getting me. Do you want to move, Agrim?
Well, I mean, they're just sitting there, just slapping me with swords. I mean, I assume you want to use a maneuvering attack or whatever. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I mean, so here's the thing: if
Back
you
to back,
move,
we can close ranks. Yeah,
well, I mean, if you move, then I feel like they're gonna fall onto Daka. So.
that's true. Well,
But I get to
Daka
go
goes before they do.
Hmm. So I won't do that then. I think you'll be perfectly fine as you are. But before I move, Arthur, I would like to use my second spell for the evening.
I thought you were gonna say, I would like to rage. I switch classes to barbarian.
I
Using
raise.
my time powers.
I'm gonna use Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And
All the skeletons immediately like.
what is your AC right now?
Mine.
Yeah.
17 without the shield, I believe.
All right, I'm gonna put Shield of Faith on.
You can only
Daka.
put Shield of Faith on yourself, right? I think it's a personal spell.
Surrounds a creature of your choice within range. And the range is 60 feet.
Okay. It is a concentration spell. But there you go. Agrim, your AC is now 19.
Oh, he said he put it on. I thought he put it on Daka.
Who did you put it on?
No, I put it on you.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard Daka for some reason. I don't fucking know.
So
Whatever.
did I, but I think he meant.
I might have said Daka, but I meant to put it on you. So.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Okay. Daka, you're up.
All right.
Maybe take a step back or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
Going to. Well,
Shoot.
I can move after I attack.
He starts dodge rolling backwards.
I'm going to
Praise the sun.
use my last spell slot and another Hail of Thorns.
Now that you have 19 AC.
What's your target?
This boy, I think that's the most bang for the buck.
What about?
Have to make me a dex save, I guess.
Yeah, and I know you got high dex though, because you're a ranger.
Dex is okay, but yeah, it's not great.
Well, you use projectile weapons, and that's dex focus, right?
Yeah. Well, but remember we rolled for stats and mine worked.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
God.
Do it. Go for
It's
it.
also only half damage if you miss, or like full damage if you miss, and I'm only rolling a d10 for damage. So
Go for it.
I love that this conversation is taking place in person. Daka, don't do it!
27.
Yeah, that hits.
I actually had the thought of just loading up and shooting it at the ground. Just a
Oh my
splash everywhere.
God.
And,
Oh my
Wow.
fucking god!
There's no point to even rolling to save because everybody
I'm
just
looking at
takes
it,
1
but-
point of damage.
Yeah, 1 point. Okay. That's fine.
Whatever. Also, Horde Breaker.
Wow, that's the most distraught Horde Breaker you've ever done. Also, Horde Breaker.
Also, Horde Breaker.
Also.
This guy, I guess.
You have to do it, Spootnik. This guy dies from
I guess I'll
your.
kill the skeleton in front of me, Arthur.
Fucking great.
Wait, did a skeleton actually die from
Yeah,
one?
he only had
HP?
1 hit point.
Oh, shit.
The guy you shot also dies.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna move back.
Oh, you had a Horde Breaker, so it had to be a different guy. Alright, let me look and see if he died.
That's funny.
This dude.
No, he's good.
Okay.
I mean, insofar as he has hit points left. Henley.
All right.
In the background, your boombox is going off. Nate Dogg, MRNG, still playing.
I'm holding it up and playing Peter Gabriel.
What? You trying to bring love on this battlefield like it's a Metal Gear Solid game?
Get in here and start stabbing these guys that are fucking with me and Kelly, because you get your stuff.
I'm gonna.
We only gets one sneak attack around, but
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this guy right here in front of Agram.
okay.
18.
Yep.
Nice.
And roll 3d6.
Yeah, I think we've determined that 13 is their AC. So.
Yeah. So yeah, he crumbles.
Indeed, he does. Agram, you suddenly have a very clear escape path away.
Yeah.
You got anything else, Finley?
No,
I don't have. Well, I'd have to disengage.
I'm just saving everyone as usual.
So, at the beginning of the round on the background, it's seriously only been about 30 seconds since the fight started, but most of the werewolves are leaping from the top of the battlements back out across the river. Several dead werewolves are left behind, probably about 3 that you can see immediately. There are twice as many humans who have been wounded and are being dragged down to the bottom level. Some of the people are dragging them like firemen's carry past you guys, trying to make it to the druid. So you can see guys like running past you that have a dude laying on their shoulders like, good luck, guys! Oh my god, I'm so exhausted.
Well, that's fun.
Your turn starts, Agram. What do you want to do? Plus everybody's going, my god, that's a really cool sword.
Everybody's
Yeah,
so
literally
casual.
the entire camp. Hang on, let's see how far of light that goes.
80.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's the entire camp sees the.
It's
fucking...
pretty. That's pretty far, dude. Like that's. Like, I would have to zoom out to do like the whole thing, but it's pretty far.
Yeah, I pull out my sword. A beam of light reaches the fucking stratosphere.
It's like
Judgment Knights of Thunder starts playing.
Yeah.
If you don't
I'm
know what I'm
gonna-
talking about, Dave, just go Google Judgment Knights of Thunder. It's so good.
I'm gonna shoot this guy right here. To my immediate left.
Yep.
15, 10.
You eliminate him.
Okay.
You know, I just realized that Finley would never not be able to see ever again in the night,
As long as you got the sword out,
as long as I've got the
Yeah.
sword out. Like,
I'm gonna shoot at
Use
this
that
guy.
all the time.
It's always noon for Finley.
That's right.
Nope.
All right.
That's gonna be the title of his autobiography.
So
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna take some attacks here, but I'm gonna, risk it. I'm gonna close ranks with Kelly.
Okay, 2 attacks.
Yep. 19 to beat.
All I need is 2 20s again. Well, the good news is that 18 will hit. The bad news is that you take...
good news is that 18 will hit.
I mean,
8 points of damage.
wait, did he roll 18?
It's a +4.
Oh, okay.
So that would leave you with, I guess, like a 16 is the only thing that doesn't hit. Anything under 16
Yeah.
doesn't hit you. Yeah.
They chase you, and you're taking 3 attacks, and Kelly is taking 4 attacks. Now, Kelly, you can intercept this guy down
Yeah.
here when he goes to attack.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you have to spend your reaction to do this using Sentinel, but go ahead and make your attack before he attacks. Yep, he's
That'll
dead.
do it. Man, I'm fucking pretty consistent with these damage numbers tonight.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
I feel like
yeah.
Sentinel for you is like overwatching with crit snipers on the far side of the map at the highest possible terrain point in XCOM.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see a bad guy come out, and you're like,
literally
"Oh
the same
shit!" And then the snipers are just like,
That's literally what
they
Sentinel
take
is.
50 points of plasma damage. You're just like, "Oh no, actually, I'm good." No, y'all fuck off
I
now. You
have to
hear?
spend my entire turn reloading.
Welcome to America. You don't have fast reload on your snipers? Ooh.
Gotta get that
Alright.
straight pull.
All plasma all day long.
Kelly
So,
right now is more like
Agram-
Oh
is-
shit! Agram takes 2 more attacks, and one of them is a critical.
Damn, dude.
3d6
Jesus, man.
plus 4. Wow, incredible roll. You take 19 points of damage. As these skeletons chase after you, Naruto running, and then they just mop up all over you. They're like scratching your face. One of them damages your eye for a moment. You go blinded. How
Like,
you doing, buddy?
Area 51 and the
I was about to say, it's just fucking goddamn.
We will dodge the bullets by outrunning them.
If we run like Naruto, they won't be able to hit us with bullets.
Let me introduce you to the General Electric M134 minigun that fires 36.
I mean, look, you guys have to know that like 99% of the people posting on that are
I
fucking
know.
joke. It's that 1% who are being convinced by the shitty people.
That's what I'm really scared of, because Tide Pods is a thing that people fucking swallowed. Like,
I mean, you can convince kids of a lot of stuff. Well, what's your AC now? 19?
Yeah.
You take 2 attacks.
What
the fuck?
Oh no, sorry, it's
wait.
Kelly. What's your? Sorry, it's
That's
Kelly.
me.
What's your AC, Kelly?
21.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
man.
just take 1 critical attack.
Yeah.
2d6
I was about to say.
plus 2.
Lay
It's
off
bad,
my
bad.
dwarven friend, APGamingREAL.
You take 12 points of damage as one of the skeletons leap. You look over at your dwarven friend, and that's when one of them like tries to get your eye as well, and you're just like, ah! And you get a scratch
"Look
on
at
your
me.
nose.
Look at me, I'm the dwarf now.
The other skeletons are just bashing on your armor. It's not going anywhere. I need you to make a concentration check to hold Shield of Faith. Difficulty 10.
Roger that, big mama.
You good?
Got him.
Kelly?
You know, the thing that's going to annoy me the most is that there is going to be some government agent that is most likely going to shoot someone, and then he has to deal with that his whole life now.
I mean,
like-
what should scare you more is the number of government agents that are being implanted in that group right now.
Yeah.
To convince them that they should do it, just so that they can weed out the people that will do it, and then they'll be like, yeah, they were terrorists the whole time. We were just uncovering them.
I'm gonna attack this one in the back here, leaving Finley and Daka some targets.
Sure.
Sure.
I think my favorite one from that whole thing is it's like I don't want to go to Area 51.
Look at that fucking crit!
You slash through them once, and then it's like time is standing still. You slash again, and then a third time, so that you formed an X with a line through it, and then the skeleton just evaporates into ash.
You ever see
You know what?
Metal Gear
that
Rising
fucking-
Revengeance?
Yes, Metal Gear Rising. Yeah, when he just like cuts the guy up into a million tiny pieces. Oh my god.
With the Area 51 thing. Can you imagine FBI like undercover agents training to Naruto like Naruto run like a weeaboo, so they don't do it too well, but they don't like come off as like.
All right.
Gotta be like just the right amount of awkward.
Dude,
pull that off.
I know that you've got a
47
bachelor's
damage.
degree, 4 years in the force, and you're very physically fit. We're gonna need you to train to be 24 years old, unemployed. You like anime now? We've got the full collection of Index for you to watch.
You've got these glasses that'll feed a separate anime stream to each eye.
You know what's the best part about an agent having to learn anime is that he'd probably know it far better than any anime fan, because
It's his
you know what I
job.
mean? Like,
It's case study.
It's
exactly, right? Like, it would just be strange.
You got anything else, Kelly? You want to throw down?
Well, no, because I keep killing these things every hit, so there's nothing else I can do. So I'm good for now. Thank you.
Daka, show me your power.
You're shooting this boy.
Okay.
20 for 9.
Yep.
And
And you
then,
attack the ones next to Ager. What's wrong?
because you're the only one that has 5-foot range between them, Hordebreaker.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I get you.
Crit.
Yep. He shatters.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
that's my turn.
So
Yeah, so Kelly, you turn to complain to him. You like wave your sword over your head. What are you atta-" And then like the skeleton next to you explodes. You're like, oh, that.
Smoke goes off my bow. Because it makes sense.
Finley.
No, Agrim dies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep helping out Agram.
That's gonna be the name of
That
season
makes-
2. Agrim dies at the end.
Which is impressive, because like getting down from 9999 health.
And now,
No,
even though
no,
he,
no, no. What is
even
this,
though he's
Final
diagonal,
Fantasy
I still
7?
get my extra, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
21.
that. Well, yeah, he's super dead.
Which one did you shoot? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Agram, you're up.
I'm fighting them off of you, slowly but surely.
Your legs are just exploding left and right.
It's like oh god, what's the overture that I always play when stuff is exploding?
Oh, 1812 Overture?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna shoot that guy to my
Sure.
7 o'clock.
Sure.
18 for 13.
Mm-hmm. He
Still up?
is dead.
Cool. So shoot.
I don't think my shield of faith helped you
Run.
at all.
No, it took
It could
like,
have, though.
one or two maybe,
Could
but
have.
yeah, he got a bunch of really good rolls there.
At one point or another,
17 for
it
7
deflected
on that
every-
guy.
the damage.
Yeah, and one timeline or another, it's dead as well.
Okay, cool.
There's one left to attack Kelly.
Yep.
All I gotta do is roll that 20 right here and just fucking dunk on Kelly. Nope.
Like a final insult.
Okay, Kelly, Daka, whichever one of you can hit your attack roll first will win.
Do it.
Daka, you want the pleasure?
Nah, you can do it.
All right.
There's some guy at APGamingREAL.org right now that's what the fuck. Yeah. Okay, as you clean up.
I'll just thaumaturge your flame brighter as you hit him.
Yeah, 120-foot radius, you know?
Yeah. Make a loud noise too.
I left my water bottle on the other side. Fuck. All right.
Here you go.
Oh no.
Oh, thanks. It would have been really good if I actually did have my water bottle and I could just pull it on screen, but we're not.
Everyone get your water out.
Thanks. As you clear out the only visible flying enemy and even defeat some extra folk, you spend, several seconds pulling yourself back together. You could see that the Viscount himself, Vice, is like helping push dead werewolves off the planking, and then leaps down and marches over to all of you and looks at the dead flying creature and kicks it, pulls off his helmet and says, good work. Okay. Look, we're not sure when they'll be back, but why don't you guys sit down, take a little rest,
5 gold for you and 5 gold for
Yeah.
the night is not done yet, but if you wanted to butcher that creature before it, goes bad, certainly could.
That'd be a good idea.
Might want to watch out for the poison though.
So he just says, well, that's your business. Good work so far, and I'll throw something extra in your payday for dealing with those skeletons. It's not what we agreed to. Keep an eye on the sky. Nice sword, by the way.
I sheath it back in. Everyone goes into pitch black again. It's like,
There's still torches nearby.
yeah, but they pale in comparison.
Yeah, it's not the Astronomicon that is his fucking sword.
It's not the token of victory, all right?
So he reaches on his back and pulls off a bastard sword, and then he runs his finger along it, and you can see that the blade starts vibrating at extremely high speed. And he's just like,
Oh,
my sword, an heirloom passed down by my grandfather. It's capable of using sonic energy.
impressive.
I've heard
It might
songs
not shed
for
light
fun.
like yours, but it's still extremely sharp when cutting.
Um,
The two of you are
Arthur,
just
this-
standing
this-
around comparing swords, like normal
Yeah.
adventurers.
it's like, I'm curious, Arthur.
Yeah.
How attractive is this Viscount?
Well, he's a young man. He'll be lucky if he's even in his 20s so far. He's got that kind of ruggedly handsome, helmet haired, blonde, sun bleached blonde, short cropped goatee.
There's not a lot of men in Kelly's life that come up and compare swords with him, so he's going to take that as an entrance into potentially seducing him. So,
Okay. You think
like-
somebody's speaking your secret code to you? at the gay bar.
Not so much that, but like, you know.
Would it need to be a secret code if they're at a gay bar?
I mean, listen, like no judgment here. There are some gay bars where non-gay people go to lay down. They're just like, I'm gonna figure out who's gay here, and then I'm gonna stalk them on Facebook and shit like that. So people still use that kind of holdover language from the 90s and before.
It's mostly it's less about like signals and more about like there are men that Kelly just is more attracted to, and people who have the same sort of, you know, qualities that he does. So you know, he's just like, you know, it's not very often I meet a man of your caliber. Perhaps you would like to share a drink.
Maybe when this is all over.
Daka's already in a cloud of smoke.
Yeah. Okay.
So he resheathes his sword and begins stalking across the battlefield, still shouting orders. So for the rest of you, who is proceeding in butchering this unknown demonic creature?
Was there any particular reason why he had a bubble around him? Was it something he was wearing?
That was part of his resistance, his damage resistance against non-magical weapons. It's how I've chosen to represent it.
Yeah, it's
not a physical bubble. It just slows incoming attacks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said he didn't. I assume it's something to do with fucking with gravity or something, because he didn't fly with his wings. He just
works for me.
Would I be able to locate and remove safely the poison sacs that he was?
So you can pick one of four things: the eyes, blood, brain, or heart.
All right. What did we need for this? Whatever we were doing.
The first part is an intelligence arcana check to determine where the organs are located to be best harvested, and then a second person can make a wisdom medicine check.
Then I'll do the medicine check.
Okay, so you're doing the actual stabbing and cutting.
Yeah, because I got proficiency with medicine.
Okay, so who's making the intelligence arcana check?
I mean, I think I have the highest intelligence out of the
Yeah.
I like how in the beginning of the show, someone was dunking on Kelly for being the dumbest party member, and it turns out he's actually the smartest the whole time.
He also can't fucking read.
Well, look, his people are of an oral tradition.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want me to make the arcana check, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
14.
You got exactly what you needed.
Huh.
So what of the four components would you like to have removed, Kelly? Blood, brain, eyes, heart.
What would be easier to carry for us right now?
Do you have a lot of glass vials?
I mean, we have the 2 vials that had the holy water in it.
Blood you could put into a vial, or even a water skin.
I mean, the heart is probably the easiest thing to wrap up here.
Yeah.
They're a lot sturdier than brains or eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the heart would probably be the way to go.
Daka, it's time for you to get slicing inside this body. Swish, swish.
If we have a bunch of...
You get in there, you do it precisionally, and then at one point you just jerk your hand and fucking snap some sort of sack.
My
and like
rolls
black
have been hot fucking garbage tonight.
Yeah.
You can still skin this creature if you would like to use its demon skin for anything.
Yeah, we'll skin it. Why not?
Okay,
Yeah.
make another roll, Becca.
For medicine?
Yep. Yeah, medicine. Nope. It looks like you used a hacksaw to rip its flesh off. It does not come off easily. You know, you're using a non-magical blade. This thing's innate resistance is just, it's disgusting.
Jerky, anyone?
Make cut nuts out of his hand. I'm going to spend a bit of time making a replacement for the holy water.
Okay. Do you have 12.5 gold pieces worth of holy water material to put into the ritual?
What does that normally mean? Like oils
Yeah.
and stuff? I don't think we have any spare oils. Especially not the oil that would be, unless you can literally take like.
Well, there's a church down there and go see if they got any spare stuff they'll give you. I mean, obviously, you prove that it's useful against some of this stuff, so they might just give it to you.
Yeah, actually, I will do that. I'll go inquire.
I am going to spend some hit die.
Same.
For short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well, because we're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly.
Am I able to do both?
Yeah, of course. It's only going to take you a couple minutes to do this. So you burst into the closed doors of the church. A woman is kneeling before an idol and then like turns and rises. She has a holy symbol of Wellwind on. It's a whirlpool, silver whirlpool. And she says, "Oh, hello, dearie. Is something going poorly outside with the battle?"
No, it's fairly standard. I was wondering if you could assist me. I'm searching for ingredients to make holy water.
Oh, I have some holy water right here if you'd like to use it. No one ever takes it from me.
Strange. Those creatures, they can be rebuffed with it. Perhaps you should.
Oh, you mean the werewolves? No, that's silver. You need to use silver against them.
No, the flying ones.
Well, we haven't really killed any of them. Are you saying you did kill them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, dear. Wellwind has truly answered our prayers by sending you here. The gods act through you. Okay, so I'm going to bring you over these 2 vials of holy water and some cookies, okay? I want you to keep your strength up.
Thank you.
Would you like some cool well water?
I sort of look around. This is a Wellwind church, yeah?
Yes.
No, I will pass on the water, thank you.
Okay, all right. Well, here, take these cookies. There's little raisins in them. It's a half-thing invention from the West. Apparently, if you let grapes do some sort of weird stuff, they become these. Okay? And there's like oatmeal in them. All right, and here you go. I made these myself, these 2 vials of holy water. Now, I don't want to see these selling on the black market around here, okay?
I put them in like the little brandier that we have with all the potions and stuff. And
oh, so well prepared.
Yeah, I'll sort of look at her and I'll be like, "Have you ever met him?"
Have I ever met who? Wellwind. Well, for one thing, she's a woman. I've spoken with agents of Wellwind several times, of course, and I feel like she's always present with us. Sometimes I ask for rain and it comes. Are you suffering from... Do you want to come inside and maybe sit down and talk about your problems for a few minutes? I have a nice blanket. Maybe we could clean you up a bit. You've got some, some ichor on you or whatever that is.
There's a... I sort of look at this old woman. She's human, yeah?
Yes.
And there's a part of me that doesn't want to tell her the truth because, there's only so much life that she has left, I guess I could say.
Wow.
But I want to try and see if I can how we talked about, I don't know if you made a decision on this, Arthur, whether or not I can bring people out of the...
It'll be your 8th level cleric ability.
Oh, that's 8th level? Okay, yeah. Cool. All right, then. Is there a way that I could potentially preach to her?
I mean, your god's existence specifically denies what the gods tell people. So what you're about to say would be blasphemy. And if you convince her, that would make her a heretic.
Yeah, I'm tempted to do it, but I'm also tempted to not do it at the same time because
what do you want to do?
I mean, there's a war that needs to be fought, so there's a practicality here. That
But how strong are your beliefs? Can you truly leave someone ignorant of the truth?
You know what? No, I'm going to preach to her.
Okay, make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay.
You speak the truth to her. You hold up a card that says Galatians 4:16.
Can I do religion instead?
Yes, but also at disadvantage.
That's fine.
You're like, I'm not good at persuading people. Instead, I shall prove.
The more important thing I want to know is, you're going to share these cookies with the rest of the party, or are you just going to be just sitting there and holding them yourself?
So you start.
I'm eating this cookie, and I'm just like, so let me tell you something. All right.
This cookie's great, by the way. Let me just.
The first god represents understanding that the choices we all make have no meaning. Okay.
So the rest of you watch as an old woman leads Kelly out of the church. She's like patting his arm, and then she closes the doors behind him, and you can hear a distinct locking noise. Kelly is just standing there holding the last oatmeal raisin cookie.
I'm like standing at the door, and I'm just like, it's like, but then the first god's corpse was desecrated to make your god.
It'll be a yikes for me.
Doc's just death staring those cookies. He's been blazing all night.
he's got some.
There's only one cookie left, by the way.
Fuck.
If only you were some sort of mage hand character.
I like crack it into fours, and I'm just like, she had a single cookie, guys. And I'm like,
as you're brushing cookie, you just thumbs off yourself.
She made the classic mistake. She ate one and felt nothing, and then she ate another.
He just takes the plate that like a pile was on and just hucks it like a frisbee.
So it looks like, Kelly, you got back 12 hit points. Docker got 18, and Akron got 32.
Yeah.
Like a fucking wild man. Oh, Docker picked up another 11. Okay.
I had 7 left. I had to do something.
Yeah, you guys' HPs are looking pretty good. So what are you guys doing for the hour? It's not like combat ever ends here. Every once in a while, every few minutes, it's some different part of the wall. Some creature will come out of the darkness, and everyone will start shooting arrows at it.
Yeah, I don't think trying to be engaged or getting it involved in every engagement. We'll just run ourselves dry. So we're kind of holding the courtyard at the moment. So as long as the walls are holding, I mean, let's get
I'm gonna
food or something maybe.
Is there
So I'm gonna try and
to refresh spells.
Yeah, so warlocks refresh spells after a short rest.
Yeah.
They're the only class that does. Yes, only your warlock ones will. That's
which
correct.
I didn't use. So.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But warlocks also only get 2 spell slots.
Well, that's why they refresh so quickly.
Spells. When do I get them?
You have to do 8 hours with 1 hour of communing with your god afterwards.
Yeah.
Unless otherwise.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna go follow around the captain guy again and just keep trying to like seduce him, I guess.
Okay, make a persuasion check. At disadvantage because he's told you to wait for later. Also, he doesn't know this is a date.
Yeah.
He's a little busy running a combat.
I mean, I would be helping him. It's not like I'm trying to
Sure.
like distract him or whatever, but yeah.
All you gotta do is hit 2 20s here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so after a few minutes of going around with him, he kind of gets a sense of what's happening. And he's just like, I'm sorry. I'm flattered, but I am a little busy here, and I'm very flattered.
I walk up to him and I sort of get like closer than maybe would be appropriate. I'm just like, everyone needs a moment in war to catch their breath and think about other things to get ready for the next battle.
No, I don't disagree. I'm sorry, I just don't. You're not my type.
I sort of look at him and I look down at his sword and I look back up at him and I'm just like, it's a shame.
Very flattered. Complimented deep in my heart. And I hope you find someone that pairs well with you. We should still get that drink after.
Aye, we should.
All right, I'm going to go back to, He walks away, but after a few steps, he turns and looks back at you. Mm-hmm. He does one of those, just kidding, unless, and then he turns and keeps walking.
unless. And then he's like, but he does have Infinity's butt, so, you know.
Really? That's America's ass. Daka, do I see you chilling out on top of the church?
Yeah, just like dangling my feet over the.
Amazing.
the-
What
It's a
about the rest of you?
You finally hear her unlock the church again after a couple of minutes.
I'm just like sitting there contemplating, waiting for the next battle to start, ruminating on how shitty I've been for the last hour.
Agrim, Finley, Kelly,
Finally,
where
I
do you
got that girl to kill us.
where do you guys spend your time?
I mean, probably maybe sit down back against the wall, whatever. But I'm having me some. I'm pulling out a ration, have me some snacks because.
Oh, okay, Finley.
Yeah. So I think obviously, you know, I'm taking a rest as well, and I think is it still nighttime?
Yes.
I lay down in the field here and look at the stars.
There's potatoes all around you. You can smell
Yes.
them growing.
I dig my hands in the dirt.
Oh, the dirt is super, super not rich. It's just absolute garbage dirt.
Yeah.
Low quality soil.
It's too bad. The potatoes look good.
Yeah, they do look good. Kelly?
Well, since the lust was unrequited, I will try and attempt to find someone who will.
Very
receive-
well.
On
You
the
do so.
prowl.
So where do you position yourself after that ends? Where do you find yourself at the end of your short rest?
I imagine there is like a barracks or something like that. Where people
mean
can go
here.
get-
Right here on this battle map.
Oh.
When you rejoin the group.
Oh, okay. Where's the barracks then?
The
roughly?
barracks is off to the west. It's on the far side of the map.
Oh, we've got the
I guess it'd
church,
be,
church, the graveyard, the potato patch, or whatever.
I guess it'd be somewhere over there then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need a disadvantage dexterity save from Daka and a dexterity save from Agrim. The ground begins to shake underneath you
Great.
as the church begins splitting apart and a creature bursts forth from the ground. All five
the
of
old
its
lady.
all five of its heads cheer triumphantly as the church is destroyed by its piling out of the ground.
Kelly, what the fuck did you do?
The cleric is
Oh, fuck me.
showered.
Oh, God.
Oh,
We both got crits on
no.
our other shit. Fuck.
Well, the good news is, Daka, you managed to leap down and you can pick any square that you want, including your own square, but obviously that's a bad place to be right now.
Adjacent? or
Adjacent to where you're at. So the church is no longer in existence. It's all fallen down. Agrim, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. The rest of you can see that the priestess is on top of the altar, protecting it from the ceiling falling, and she's been knocked unconscious and she's bleeding to death. The creature begins stomping forward, and its 5 heads are all moving in different directions. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
It could have been worse, Agram. He could have said, and we all wake up in a mountain.
Rolls,
Actually,
damn it.
the worst thing I could say is, you all die for real. The show is over.
Where? I don't want to. Oh, because I didn't have my guy highlighted.
And you can't roll badly.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, so we're gonna need.
Henley with the fucking hot
It's
fucking
7 by
initiative.
the way.
Well, I mean, I've gone last like every other round of combat.
Yeah, you've not had some. You've had some bad initiative tonight. Which your initiative's usually
Pretty good.
pretty good.
All right, Fin.
Glad we got that alchemist fire though.
Yo.
That's gonna be useful.
How do I get much cover from this at all, or
No cover. None at all.
You're about the same size as a potato, so yeah.
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 All right. Well,
Stealth roll with advantage.
I slink through the potatoes, and
I'm just
I
imagining
guess I'll
Finley
fire
army
at him and see what
crawling
happens.
in the potatoes.
I'm in the shit.
Eh.
You go to fire at this creature. You hit its hide, which is basically a fucking crocodile body with huge serpents coming off of it, and the arrow just slides along the body, dealing no damage. Igrim.
I hide under a potato.
That is not possible.
Damn it.
If only you had a potion of
One just,
shrinking.
like,
Dude, how big is this Hydra? Height-wise?
It's huge sized. 15 by 15.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Pretty big. It's in the multiple 1,000-pound range.
If you drink that potion, does your gear get bigger, or is it just
Yes,
you?
everything.
Okay.
Mario's up with you.
Shoot.
So as you move away, it gets an opportunity attack.
For me being here?
Yes, it is 10-foot range.
What the fuck? Fine, I guess. I wish I knew that. Not that I guess it really would have mattered, but...
It is going to take all 5 of its reactions on you.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Holy shit.
Bye-bye, Aegon, bye-bye.
Yeah, probably.
What's your AC? It's like 19,
It's like
17?
It's like 17 at the moment.
Every single one hits. You take 5d10 plus 25 points of damage.
Plus 25?
Yep. 47 points of damage.
I'm
This
fucking
creature
unconscious.
tears you apart. You move away from this thing, you get a couple steps away, and as you turn your back on it, it slams against you, ripping you apart. Oh shit, someone just pointed out. It hasn't acted yet, so it doesn't get a reaction. You're good. Go ahead. Oh man, what a waste of some really good rolls too. That's the most
Kelly
painful
just
part.
like screams. It's like no. Oh, it
Time
hasn't
reverses.
happened yet. Oh god.
Fucking time god. Fucking...
I'll get you next time, Agram. I'll get you next time.
I don't know. People like to fucking pretend I have unlimited hit points. I really don't. I get hit all the time.
Did you update
you
your
need to
hit
become a
points on?
Did you need to become a paladin? Right, yeah, I'm gonna fucking roll. I'm gonna switch to a paladin.
Dude,
Yeah, you
and
can.
me wear plate mail and roll around the battlefield, like holding each other's ankles.
Yeah, I don't know. I might roll paladin. Fuck it, why not? Yeah.
You gonna take a shot?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a couple
Okay.
shots.
That'll hit.
It's D8. Then I'm assuming it.
You get your assassin
What's the
ability.
D8 for?
It's first round of combat.
Oh yes, 19.
So, and then I've got this one, which I assumed it's not. Well,
Nope.
no, if I act before it, if I go before it does, I get advantage.
Yes.
Yeah, and actually, damn it, I should have gotten advantage on my shot.
Sure. In the process, the two of you with your combined fire end up killing one of the heads.
I still got one more.
You want to roll sneak attack, Finley?
Yeah, actually, I should roll that sneak attack as well.
Oh.
So 10 more.
Okay.
Kelly over here looking for some strange, and you guys end up killing a giant monster.
No, we're gonna need. We've got 2 alchemist fire, but we're probably gonna need more than that. So your sword's probably gonna come into use.
So it now only has 4 heads.
All right, that's all. That's what I got for this one. So I spend it all now.
Goes to move after Agram, but it
Yeah.
uses all 4 of its attacks on Agram.
Damn.
Well, I lit it up, and now I'm gonna die.
You're going to take 2d10 plus 5. My rolls were considerably worse this time. Sorry, 2d10 plus 10. 16 points of damage, which is fine. As you watch, the head that you sliced off becomes 2 more heads. And it seems like the Hydra gets stronger in the process, and it now has 6 reactions.
God fucking damn it! That shit goes back stupid fast. Like that's even faster than we could possibly even do anything against.
Taka.
Okay.
I don't know how we're actually going to deal with this because the heads grow back faster than we could actually react to. So we're fucked. Unless
Wow,
Kelly's the one lopping off all the heads. I mean, even if we had a wizard, it wouldn't matter somebody's saying in chat, like we're literally they grow back faster than we could react.
What do you want to do, Daka?
Is each of its heads a separate entity?
Each of its heads has an attack and a reaction, but
it's not its
it
own
collectively has its own hit points.
So Horde Breaker doesn't work on its heads.
No.
All right, I'm going to.
Eldritch Blast.
No, actually, I'm gonna Fairy Fire this thing.
Oh shit, you son of a bitch.
Now Arthur rolls 9 million dice instead of just
Mm-hmm.
5 million.
Any
Dex
creature
save.
within the area,
Dex
objects,
save for
attack
14.
roll. Yep, attack roll against the affected creature has advantage. Okay, so it doesn't do anything but give you guys advantage versus, which is of course very good.
Yeah. The Dex
Um,
save for 14.
yeah, I don't have a great chance of passing this on a +1. It's so fairy fired right now. It's literally
Oh,
just
for fuck's
illuminated
sakes.
in flames.
Okay, and then something I haven't used yet.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna use my Fey Presence to make this thing terrified of me.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
It has to pass a Wisdom save.
So that's as an action. You already used an action to use fairy fire.
My
It's a
class,
racial ability, right?
class actions don't. It doesn't say it uses anything.
Yes,
but
it does.
Says,
It says as an action as part of it.
It does.
No.
yeah.
Yep. As an action, you can cause each creature in a 10-foot cube.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Disregard that then. And I don't have any bonus actions that I can use because I'm out of spell slots. So
Okay. Kelly.
Okay.
Agram
I'm going
isn't dead,
to-
but he is under severe fire.
Yeah, so to move, I'm gonna move into range by dashing.
Okay. That get you far enough?
Action. Yep, 55 feet. I'm
Okay.
gonna action surge,
All right.
and I'm gonna
Punch. Kick. It's all in the mind. Punch. Punch. Yep.
And then I'm also going to, with my bonus action, use is a superiority? No, it's not a bonus action to do that. I use a superiority dice.
Okay.
I'm going to use goading attack.
All right. So what's
that's
the
just,
save?
Hit a creature with weapon attack, spend 1 spirit, blah blah. Okay.
Add your D8.
Target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is 8 plus proficiency plus strength mod. So 13, I think it is for me. 8
Okay.
plus 3.
It's a locked on target.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so rolling 1d8. So, I guess, what's that, like 23 damage?
Yep.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the round, we stop. This is midnight. It's exactly midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Friends,
Do you want to make a note that we have the goading attack on this guy or something like that?
I will write it on the playing field.
Just write it in chat.
Sure, goading attack. Friends, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about experience points for today's battle.
Ooh. a
Today's
full
battle,
1,000.
each of you gets 800 experience points.
Damn it.
10,899.
Yeah. What did we figure out the next thing was? Like 14,000?
Yeah.
It'll be a while.
Yeah.
Man, can't wait for Agram to move away again.
Well, now that I know, I ain't fucking doing shit. I'm gonna shove my fucking crossbow up its ass.
See if it grows another ass.
Well, my only problem is like due to the action economy, like we're just kind of hosed as far as reacting. Like this thing grows back heads faster than we can literally act.
Yeah, and
So unless
Kelly,
Kelly-
the
Unless
time
Kelly gets
god
all the
had
killing
more-
blows. Yeah, unless Kelly gets all the killing blows, like literally, there's no way for us to, So we're gonna run into problems
So
fighting
you
this.
have 2 attacks around. Kelly has 2 attacks around.
Yeah, we're gonna use
No.
fire against the
Oh
keep
no, Kelly
heads.
doesn't anymore.
I mean, you don't know that because none of you are Hydra experts in character.
Yeah,
I've never fought a Hydra in any game, so I don't know nothing.
Okay. Well, don't look it up and don't listen to chat because chat is spoiling it. But of course, there is a weakness to all creatures. Most creatures, it's the lack of blood. When they run out of blood, they die. For Hydras, perhaps it's different.
I'm gonna kill it with kindness.
Name one thing you've killed with kindness.
Hydras.
No, not Hydras. Gleamo.
Ooh.
I don't think you killed him with kindness. I think he died from, blunt
Take
force
shots.
trauma.
I think the only person who's been killed with kindness in this game was Daka, because
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Sumatras. Hopefully they don't take 49 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm Arthur Perkins. This has been AP Gaming Real. I got Battletech tomorrow. Then I'm making a new computer. Then I'm doing Warhammer on Saturday, unless making the new computer is fucked up. So,
you better not fuck it up because I want to play Warhammer on Saturday.
yeah, good. I also want to play Warhammer on Saturday. Got 4 shows a week. Check them out. Twitch.tv/APGamingREAL or YouTube.com/APGamingREAL. The guide to this direction will go next. It's Atomic.
I'm Atomikspoon. Atomikspoon on Twitch, Twitter. I stream stuff on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Warcraft usually. I'm here Wednesdays, and I'm also here on Saturdays. That's pretty much everything I do.
Dave.
Yo, what up? It's your boy, Spicy Mayonnaise.
That's not your name.
Yeah, so today we're releasing a game on Steam. It's called Warlocks 2 Godslayers. We'll also be doing a stream on the Steam profile. So if you want to go check that out, you can. That's at 6 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So that'll be a lot of fun. What else? Yeah, a couple of games just got through certification on Nintendo, so there'll be more games coming fairly soon. As it turns out, I have a lot of games to give everyone, so yeah. But if you want to go check out all my shit that I did on streaming stuff before I became a businessman, you can go to youtube.com/Henley and yeah, find all my stuff there. So,
Drumurboy, what do you got?
You can find my music on Spotify. And that's about it.
Who is Finley Longbottom?
We'll find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
Ja, 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 ja.
I thought it was going to be hard to
I
get.
know he's a potato, right? So like,
I thought it was going to be hard to get Agram backstory out, but we still know literally nothing about Finley Longbottom, despite being almost 30 episodes in. We know nothing about him.
Well,
He has no preferences.
We'll figure it out. We know he likes Gleamo.
That's
Maybe
it. That's the
that's a
only thing
hint.
he likes. He's strangely
that's what you need
attached.
to do, Arthur. You need to invent an NPC that was his mentor, and then we party up with him and travel around for a bit.
That is not how it works, but I'll consider it.
You can follow me on Twitter at Spootnik_71. I am here at AP Gaming Real's Twitch channel every Wednesday. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, that's
Thanks
it for
for
us.
calling.
Have a good night, guys. Swish, fire noises.
Fire noise.
Fire Emblem noises.